justice for all.
Thank you very, very much. You may be seated. The next item is the approval of tonight's agenda. Is there a motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
make a motion to approve tonight's agenda as written.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I second.
Thank you. Been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So tonight's agenda has been approved. The next item is the approval of the regular session minutes from May 13th, 2025. Is there a motion?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Jones.
I move that the minutes from the regular session of May 13, 2025 be approved as printed.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I second.
Thank you. Moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the regular session minutes from May 13th, 2025 have been approved. The next area we have is awards presentation, organizational business, and we're recognizing the 2025 Citizen Academy graduates. Thank you guys for being a part. Really, really good. When I call your names, if you'll be so kind when you come up, is to stand over here by the Board of Aldermen members as they take their places, and I would appreciate it very, very much. And I was told to remove this, right? Okay. First we have is Kelly Gibson. Thought I saw Kelly come in. Okay. Next we have is Lonnie McDonald, and we know he's here. Again, congratulations. Stand over here by Alderwoman Jones. That would be perfect. Next we have is Janice Gray. Janice is here. Congratulations again. Next we have is Deborah Alexander. Come on, there she is. That was that hesitation, right? So again, congratulations. Thank you. Next we have is Sherry Baldwin. And when they always were together, so I can't, we couldn't separate you two. So once again, congratulations. Next we have is Dan. Come on down. Once again, sir, congratulations and thank you very much. And we have Sherry. Jennifer Eckhart. And thank you again, and thank you for keeping Dan in order. We appreciate that. Next we have is Patrice Harris, and I did not see her come in. Marilyn Kelly. She's here. Congratulations. Thank you again, Marilyn. Thank you. Absolutely. You can be right there. Next we have is Jill, and Jill is here. Congratulations, Jill. Thank you very much. Is that a rotator cuff?
No, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I've got that same thing, but I had rotator cuff, so yeah. Same bandage. Next we have is Jasmine. Jasmine's not here. Sarah's here. So, Sarah, again, congratulations. And here you go. Thank you. and Katie. Thank you, Katie. Absolutely. And thank you for keeping Ron in order. I appreciate that. And next we have is Ronald Jordan. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And there's your bag. And we have Ron Pearson. Again, thank you, sir. Absolutely. And Melissa, that's Ron. So you. And last we have is Connor. And I do not see Connor. So these are the 2025 Citizens Academy graduates. Thank you, guys, but we need you guys to come on up here. Come, Dan, come this way, right here. There you go. Come on. Yes, no, they're going to get between you. They're going to get between you. Yes, they get between you. There you are. Isn't that? Come on.
Can you get us all in, guys? We need to double up one more. Come on, Mary Jones.
Okay, all right. Let's suck it up just a little bit more. Is that better? Do we have all the pictures? All right. Do you have Daddy's picture? Okay. So now that this is over, you guys have graduated. You've got your diplomas. You've got your gifts. Any thoughts? Any comments you have for staff or for the process that you'd like to share with us? Yes, ma'am.
I thought it was
No. You have to have the mic. You can't speak without the mic. There you go.
I thought it was very good. I got a little, well, she was in pain during the finance section, so we had to leave, but I thought that was a little wrong. Yeah. But it was a great experience, and I encourage anybody to do it.
Absolutely. Good. Anyone else? Yes.
I thought it was great also. It was really rewarding to actually meet the people responsible for doing the things that keep everything running. So that was great, and I've talked to a lot of just people I know and telling them about it, and they all want to do the same thing in their towns, but not everybody does it. We discovered that. So anyway, it was great. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Anyone else? I've got 2 more comments I can take. You have one? Okay.
Well, I was just going to say, it was very informative and enjoyed every session, but I have to say the fire department was my favorite.
Oh, boy. Ouch. Ah. That's pretty biased. Okay, one last comment. Anyone else? One last comment. You don't have to say anything.
To ask the pertinent question now.
What's?
Are you all ready to fill?
Oh, don't worry. I've already asked them that. I've already done that. That's an easy one. One last comment. Anyone with one last comment? Going once? Yes. Lonnie says you've got one last comment.
So it really was good to see all the people that were doing everything and have taken Grandview from really not looking good to looking much, much better, and we appreciate it.
Awesome. Once again, congratulations, everyone. And if you would, you stay there. And Sandra, once you come out, and then the rest of the board follow, and let's start with Ron here and congratulate them accordingly. Thank you. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Thank you. Once again. Thank you. Let's give them one big round of applause. Thank you, guys. Job well done. Thank you very much. And on a personal note, I want to say thank you to those of you that came to the State of the City address. So we really did appreciate you guys coming to the State of the City address. That worked out very, very nicely. So thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is public comment. So the time is 7:11. You have 3 minutes to address the Board of Aldermen. You have to sign in with the city clerk on my left, and we will declare public comment open at 7:11. I like that, 7:11. Anyone would like to address the Board of Aldermen? Going once, going twice. Public comment is closed. We have no public hearings. Is there a motion to approve consent items C through G?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
I make a motion to approve consent items C through G.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I second.
Thank you. It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? So consent items C through G have been approved. The next area is ordinances. Is there a motion for bill number 7846?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
move that bill number 7846 be placed on its first reading.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I second.
Thank you. It's been moved and second. Roll call.
I need to read it first, sir.
Yes.
Bill number 7846, an ordinance approving a legal services agreement with Spradlin Kennedy LLC for the position of interim city prosecutor.
And where is Miss Carey? There she is. So thank you.
Yes, good evening. As I'm sure you're all aware, very sadly, Jerry Furnell, who has served the city faithfully for the past 6 years as our city prosecutor, unexpectedly passed away last weekend. We are very, very saddened by his loss. And when it occurred, the attorneys of Spradlin Kennedy are the people who have served as Jerry's backup anytime he was out of town or ill or had a vacation. And I will say that the next day after it happened, Dan Kennedy reached out to me and said, how can I help you guys out? So we need a prosecutor. We have posted the position and we are going to go through the full hiring process. As I know all of you are aware, that could take a little bit of time. In the meantime, we need some people to get the job done. And so Dan Kennedy and his partner, Tracy Spradlin, are very familiar with our court. As I said, they've filled in the past. They are very experienced attorneys, and they have agreed graciously to serve as our interim prosecutors for as long as we need during this hiring process. So I have an ordinance before you. The board has to appoint and designate the prosecuting attorney for the city to prosecute all the crimes. So that's what we're asking tonight in this ordinance.
Fantastic. Thank you. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
I just had a couple of quick questions. This is going to be, I know in the interim, in the actual ordinance that we're doing, is there an actual time? Are we doing it for 6 months, or are we doing it for?
We're starting it June 1, and it's sort of on a as-needed basis. We're probably going to operate on a month-to-month sort of situation. Hopefully, it's not 6 months until we can hire a new attorney. We've just started. We just posted the position, so we don't have an end on this date. It's open-ended.
Gotcha. And then, not in any recent time, has Grandview ever hired an LLC as a prosecutor instead of like a person by name?
Not that I'm aware of. We had Jerry for the past 6 years, and then Roger Potter served for memory before that. We have not. This is a fairly common practice. A lot of law firms serve as prosecutors for cities. Lauber Municipal serves as prosecutor for several towns around us. So this is Grandview's first time doing it, but it's not a particularly unique situation. And we have touched base with the state and the Supreme Court. They're aware that it's the two of them and not just one person, and they're very familiar with it and are fine with it as well.
Gotcha. And I just had one last thing, because these type of positions don't come open very often. How do we advertise to make sure that we get a great group of candidates to help kind of fulfill that, whether it be an individual or an LLC?
Right. Well, first, they're doing all the normal channels that HR does, you know, the regular websites. I will say a position like this, really it's word of mouth. There aren't many of these positions, and Jerry was so well known and so beloved in the legal community. I think word of our loss has spread far and wide. I do know that HR has already put it out and cast the net on all the regular websites that they do. But in addition, I think particularly for this kind of job, the legal community just knows pretty quickly.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion?
I do have a question.
Alderwoman Jones.
And so then, is the prosecutor a contractor versus a city employee?
Yes, the permanent prosecutor is a contract employee. They're an independent contractor. They are not an employee of the city.
Okay.
Yes.
Anyone else?
And Mr. Kennedy is here tonight.
Yes. So I want to say, sir, thank you very much for you and your partner, stepping in, and, also stepping in when our prosecutor was not available. So, you've sat over here on a number of occasions, and we do appreciate that very much.
Absolutely, and just to address the one issue about the LLC.
Can you step up to the mic so we can hear you? Just state your name and address so we can be the record now that you stood up.
I understand, I'm sorry about that. So Daniel Kennedy with Spradlin Kennedy. One of the reasons for the LLC, based on the short notice, is there may be times that I'm not available, but by hiring the LLC, either my partner Tracy or I can be here. Somebody from our firm can be here for sure for the next few months for sure to cover it. That way there wouldn't be any issue where you then have to have somebody else come in at the last minute to do it. This way you'll have coverage the entire time.
So, good. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. And Jamal, thank you as well for, getting an interim work through and then look at the long term. So it's important to, you never know what you wake up, you wake up and all of a sudden, okay, what is on my table to do today? And that was one of those. So thank you for going through what you went through to do the interim and now work on the permanent. So we do appreciate that.
Their full credit goes to Carrie and the team. They were very resourceful and knowing the industry well, but at the same time, you never want to have that conversation on a Sunday.
Sure. Understood.
That was not a fun conversation.
Yeah. Thank you again. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Jones.
I move that Bill 7846 be placed on its second reading.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7846, an ordinance approving a legal services agreement with Spradlin Kennedy LLC for the position of interim city prosecutor.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion for final passage.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I move that Bill number 7846 be placed on its final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7584.
So bill number 7846 has passed. It's now ordinance 7584. Thank you again, and thank your partner for us as well. Appreciate that. Is there a motion for bill number 7847?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
I move that bill number 7487 be placed on its first reading.
7847.
What did I say? Dyslexia. 7847.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
second.
Thank you.
Bill number 7847, an ordinance approving a contract for the purchase of a Rosenbauer
That's what I
Warrior
wanted, sorry.
1500 GPM pumper truck.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
move that Bill number 7847 be placed on its second reading.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Jones.
I second.
Thank
Bill-
you.
Bill number 7847, an ordinance approving a contract for the purchase of a Rosenbauer Warrior 1500 GPM pumper truck.
Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
would like to thank Jamal and Chief Baldwin there for doing all the legwork, getting us a great deal on this one. I think it's going to be great for our citizens, great for our staff, so I just appreciate the fact that you guys saw a good deal and then you made it even better for our city. I did have one question. It is going to be what color?
Be red or black.
Okay. Thank you.
Thinking about green, but that was too expensive.
Alderman Crane wanted to know if we were going to go back to yellow, but I told him no. So I wanted to make sure I was going to confirm that we were going to stay red.
Further discussion?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
Yeah, I just wanted to echo what Alderman Maloney said, and I think when you guys presented this to us last week, I mean, it was really a no-brainer. So great job to you and the committee.
Further discussion? And for you in the audience, just to let you know that you have an awesome staff working on your behalf. And yes, you went to Citizens Academy and so forth, but these men and women have come to the forefront time and time again on the city's behalf and have done a fantastic job. So we are blessed beyond measure, you know, without a doubt. So thank you to staff for what you've done. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion for final passage.
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
move that bill number 7847 be placed on final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I second.
Thank you.
Alderman Maloney.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7585.
So bill number 7847 has passed. It's now ordinance 7585. And now we'll go to other business, and we're going to start with Alderwoman Jones. Other business?
I don't have anything, thank you.
And we're going to go over to Alderwoman Turnbull. Other business?
Nothing right now, thank
And
you.
Alderman Maloney, other business?
I had a quick question. I brought this up in the past here. The Great Ward 3 has, I think it's safe to say, we have one operating successful homeowners association and has a Facebook page. And I noticed over the weekend on the Facebook page, a lot of complaints and questions about door-to-door sales. There were some rather very pushy pest. I mean, the sellers were pests, but they were selling pest control products here. And they were asking questions. They were asking questions about, is there rules on this, that, and the other? Can we, I know that we have ordinances on that. Can we maybe like on a weekly newsletter, maybe express who do you contact with the city when you have a problem like this? They were knocking on doors that clearly said no soliciting. The residents said it was no soliciting. They kept pestering them. They said they didn't have a permit when asked. So these types of things about who enforces it, who do they need to complain to on that, on the city staff. So if we can maybe follow up either on a Facebook or just on a weekly newsletter or something, so people would actually have a clear avenue for those types of complaints, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Alderman Randolph.
I don't have anything, Mayor.
Okay, and Alderwoman Kendrick.
Well, I don't have anything specifically, but today we got to tour the new office buildings across the street, so that was wonderful. It's a nice a space for offices and even to have an event there. So it was beautiful, and welcome them to our community.
Amen.
And Ward 2.
So that's letting you know that the old medical building right there on Grandview Road and Main Street has been remodeled, redone. It looks totally different on the inside, and it is an innovation center in Grandview. So how many spaces do they have? 17. Have 17 spaces, and of the 17, all are rented out already, but 4. 14 is rented. 14 is rented. Okay. So 4, so that's 18. So they have about 18 spaces, and that's pretty amazing since we just did a ribbon cutting, and they've been working for a couple of months there, but they wanted to do the ribbon cutting today, and it was pretty impressive to see what Aaron and team have done. So that was encouraging. And right here where you're sitting, we had the MML Westgate, Missouri Municipal League Westgate meeting, and I don't know how many people were here. How many people you think were here?
At least 100.
Yes.
Over 60, Mayor.
Okay,
I counted all by one.
so we
If there are a few people left, you might have 72.
Okay, so we had this room full of Missouri Municipal League members. We had 7 mayors here, and I can tell you guys that all 7 mayors were pretty pleased with our spaces here in Grandview. And you guys sit and you had a chance to talk to many of the different elected officials, and what did you guys hear?
They were jealous.
Yeah, well, jealous, okay. So, I mean, you guys had conversations, and it was very well received.
Yes, very impressed with our new facilities.
Yeah. And we also had a chance, have any of you heard of the Glass House? Any of you out there, raise your hand if you heard of the Glass House.
Over at River Oaks.
Ah, River Oaks, the Glass House. Well, we had a chance to tour that last Friday. Unbelievable event space. If you have a moment, go out there on the website and look up Glass House and Grandview, and you will be utterly amazed to see the renderings that they have. But more importantly, the clubhouse itself, they have made, what, would you say 85, 90% done in the clubhouse
Yeah,
itself?
They're going to start doing, I think she said, didn't she say August they're going to
Yes.
have events?
They already
July.
have reservations.
And the Glass House isn't built yet. You'll see the renderings
Yeah.
of it. But it's where the tennis courts were,
Yeah.
behind the clubhouse.
Pretty
That's where-
amazing to see that going up in Grandview. Before, that was neglected, empty for how many years? Several.
Oh, yeah.
How many years? At least 5 years. So it was empty, grass growing. Now we've got tenants, there are residents, and, you know, making a huge difference. So that was pretty impressive.
And a national caliber Frisbee course.
Oh, yes, yes.
The
Disc
national-
golf is
Disc
already
golf,
there.
sorry, guys, disc golf.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. So a lot of good things going on, but more importantly, thank you to our Citizen Academy graduates. You guys are awesome. You're rock stars, and we appreciate you. So again, any questions come up, you're fortunate. You know all the department heads. You know many of the staff, the managers, and so forth. So you can reach out and touch. And really, that's a blessing to be able to do that. So we really do appreciate you guys. Staff, anything you guys have for us today?
Not at this time.
All right, the time is exactly 7:27. Is there a motion for adjournment?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I move to adjourn.
Thank you very, very much. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderwoman Turnbull.
I second.
It is 7:27. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So we are officially adjourned at 7:27. And can I have all the graduates up here one more